Hey, good morning. Here we are, stop number 2 of the 2024 Michigan Walleye Tour season. Jeff Willis, tournament director, and as you can see behind us, we're getting boats in the water, and we're getting ready to kick this thing off. Happy to be back in Detroit. Obviously, this is, the granddaddy of them all, big walleye run that comes to Detroit every time this year. And just really excited to get some boats, see some good big weights this afternoon. A lot of great anglers in our crew, and just really happy to get them on the water today. We were kind of worried about some of the wind yesterday, pushing the water out where we wouldn't be able to launch, but that all took care of itself overnight. So let's get these guys on the water and see what we come up with this afternoon.
3, 2, 1. Detroit, day 1. Day stop 2 of the Michigan Walleye Tour 2024. New year, Mark Kindle, number 1. You're good to go.
Okay, this is our go-to spot. We were hoping that the wind would have blown the mud when the mud was here over towards shore, but unfortunately it's come in from the American side. Our plan was to run some bandits through here and hit some fish that we had some good size here during the pre-fish. So we've got to find clean water, so we would just be wasting time. So the next plan is we're going to go down to where it cuts over to the American side down there by the hole in the wall and see if that water's clean in there. If it's clean in there, we'll probably set up to do a jigging, because we did pull some nice fish down there too in the 5-6 pound class. We didn't pull any 8 pounders, but we saw plenty of fish caught in that size. So we'll get these in and see if it's good to switch over to a jig bite.
So we got out here on Thursday. Did some pre-fishing jigging up a little further up the river over here. Did pretty good. Most of them were about 4 or 5 pounds. Right now the water conditions a little different than what we were fishing the other day, so we're doing a little searching, hoping something will bite. This is my first year. Actually started walleye fishing 2 years ago with these are my 2 uncles I'm fishing with on the boat. My Uncle Brian in the back, he got me going on his boat, and then my Uncle Terry, he's been doing this tour for a long time. So he invited us out here this year, and so far I'm hooked, and I think if I keep spending more money I might be homeless for my wife, but as of right now I'm hooked.
So my younger brother got going on walleye, and actually most of the walleye fishing I did originally was with him up on Houghton Lake, and it was a lot of fun, different kind of fishing for him. And then fished with them off and on for walleye for a few years, but I still was mostly fishing steelhead. And then just in the last couple of years, probably, 5 or 6 years ago, he asked me to fish with him on Michigan Walleye Tour. And so I thought about it, and never thought about being a tournament fisherman or anything like that, but I did, and it was a blast. So did that with him for a couple of years, got addicted to walleye fishing, and been walleye fishing mostly the last couple of years now. So really enjoy fishing on the tour. It's different. We've got a good group this year. We fished Saginaw. It wasn't the best fishing tournament, but we had a lot of fun.
Well, here we are, second leg of the Michigan Walleye Tour. Water looks real dirty here this morning. We may have to change our program over a little bit. First stop, we did pretty good in the mud. We're jigging this morning, seeing what we can put together here. We've been fishing this tour for about 5 or 6 years and made a lot of friends in the tour, that's for sure. Trying to have some fun out here. I got my son up front running the boat, my grandson up front.
I just missed one there too.
Trying to get something going here. It's our first pass.
Black garlic.
A lot of guys in here, that's for sure.
Not that many nets.
No. I know it's a little bit early to start second guessing our choices we made. Just gonna keep bumping around, see what we can do. Oh, hey! What the heck, boy? What the? You didn't want Grandpa to catch that one, huh? I know. Guess you didn't want Grandpa to have that fish. Holy cow! Did you see that, son?
No, what do you do?
He didn't knock it off. He threw it off.
There's one. Oh, that's a bigger fish.
You want me to net this, boy? You're gonna throw his fish out of the net.
Oh, that's a big fish.
Good fish. I'm gonna turn it.
Get him up here, Braden.
Huh? Got him?
Yep.
In the bucket? I see how you are. You net your dad's fish, but I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to make another move, that's for sure. I don't like to spend too much time in one spot. Set the hand lines up to maybe try that muddy water, but this water looks real good here. Perfect colors, perfect green. Only one problem here. There's no fish here. We're gonna have to do something different.
Designed for deep water and big waves, the Skeeter WX series offers no compromise performance, and the Solaris series brings the whole family together. Proven with 21 consecutive NMMA Consumer Satisfaction Awards. When you're ready to rule the water regardless of the conditions, the WX series will take you where you want to go in style, comfort, and safety. Bringing your family closer together fishing or skiing, the Solaris series can do it all. Skeeter, it's more than just a boat, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, we decided to pick up and move because we were getting just small fish over where we were at on the jig. So we went back to the place that we did well the last day pre-fishing and decided to go back to check on the water conditions out there, and they've somewhat cleared up. So we're hoping we can get the trolling bite again. We're going to be trolling inline planer board with bandits, and we're trolling at about 15 to 25 foot back, which gives us a depth of about 6 to 8 foot on the baits, and we're hoping to hit different depths of water, anywhere from about 12 to 16 foot, and hope to get the walleye bite over here in the clean water. We'll give it a try here. It's cleaned up pretty good. We were hoping that the other side where we were actually fishing at would be clean. It's starting to clean up, and it may even be a little bit cleaner. We may even try it here in a little bit to go over there and see if we can make a run through there too.
Little one.
Yeah.
What is it? Okay. Well, replace a 15.
Species.
Will it replace a 15-incher?
I can't tell.
You know, everybody thinks about jigging, and nobody trolled boards down here until about a couple years ago. We did it on a day that, where we found it was good, was a day the water was pretty murky and we couldn't get a jig bite going in that. So just out of resiliency, we decided to put the boards out, and we ran different baits out there, and then we found that you could start pulling fish. I mean, they weren't killer, but it went from a day of no fish to putting a 3-man limit in the boat. So we started experimenting with it during the tournaments. And as another option when you were out seeking and searching, because you're covering more ground. Oh, it'll upgrade, I think, another one.
Yeah.
Not much, but day one recap. We're lacking in weight, but at least we have an idea and a plan for tomorrow. So wrapped up. Was it a good day? No. Was it a bad day? Nah. Caught fish, so we can't be too disappointed.
Ooh, better one. Nice.
Good fish?
Good fish.
Oh, yeah. Way to go.
I was Braden Royal here, fishing the second stop of the Michigan Walleye Tour here in Detroit. We're just coming off a 4th place finish in Saginaw. Trying to get some big bites here. Fishing with my dad and my grandpa.
Not a bad fish.
Been fishing on the tour for 3 years. Been fishing since I could hold a rod. My grandpa's gotten me into the fishing
That's a good fish.
as soon as I could.
That's an upgrade, huh?
Really enjoy doing it with my dad and my grandpa. I think we're probably got 20 20-ish pounds in the box today. Hopefully we'll get some bigger bites here and get to the 25-30 range would be ideal to keep us in it for today.
I think we're gonna change up here. Try a little different program. We're gonna try to do a little hand line. There's fish here in this mud. There's a lot of fish here. They were here earlier. See if we can pull one out of this mud. There's some high fish in here. What this will do is this will go down and we can run some leads off of the shank, and hopefully we can get some bites in here doing this. This is really not our best program, but this is what we're gonna try.
Oh my God. Good job. Way better upgrade.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yes, boys.
There we go.
Boys.
Get that unhooked, please. I want to get this back down.
Yeah. Yeah.
First time hand lining besides the Saginaw River, and didn't catch any up there.
Is there another something else I can put on this?
I'd go smaller.
Oh, that's a better fish. I told you. Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
baby.
nice one. That's a nice
Fire
one.
tiger. There's one.
Get that unhooked so I can get fishing.
Yep.
I got one on the top hook so far. Well, we're running out of time. Just running out of time. Wish we had another hour or so here. Catching a lot of fish right here doing this. So we had a good day today. It was fun. Caught a lot of fish. Tons of fish. Hopefully we can stay in the show here and get a bigger bag tomorrow.
$27.91. Gonna put you guys tied for 6 right now. Pretty good day.
Yeah, not a bad day. I mean, you know, the river's filled with fish, right?
Well, day 1 of the Michigan Walleye Tour down here at Detroit River is over. And again, just like our 2 days at Saginaw, the story of the day was weather and water. You know, during pre-fishing, we had some high winds, but the water stayed really good. Water color and water clarity were perfect, and lots of the teams were catching 40, 41, 42, 43 pound baskets, but the wind came in last night and we got a little bit of a drop in temperature, so that created some tough fishing. Our leaders today had 32.55 pounds. We only had 4 baskets over 30. We were expecting some baskets over 40, never got there because of the weather change. Now, the talk on stage was my fish moved or my water got dirty. That means that in that dirty water, it's tough to catch them jigging, so some teams actually switched different techniques or moved around the river and found the right color water where there were some other big fish. Having a lot of spots and finding a lot of different spots for pre-fishing was the key. Now, what's that mean for tomorrow? We've got more wind coming. Wind's going to stay the same direction, so it should stabilize a little bit. And these guys, look at, we have 150 teams, some of the best anglers here in the state of Michigan. They're gonna make adjustments. They understand now where the dirty water is and where the right stained water is. They're gonna make some great adjustments, and I expect to see some more 30-pound bags than today. Stay tuned tomorrow. We'll figure out who's going to figure out these goofy conditions here at Detroit River and who's gonna walk away with a $12,000 check in first place at the Detroit River Michigan Walleye Tour, stop number 2.
So day 1 was pretty fun. We came out here, we had 3 spots basically picked out that we wanted to do for the day. And dropped in hole number 1, nothing but short males. I mean, a couple of shorts and very small males. We might have walked out of there with 6 fish, but I think we might have walked out with 6 pounds. So we moved to our secondary spot, which is a trolling spot, hit that hard. And I think our second fish was 7 pounds right out the gate. So pretty pumped, pretty excited, and we ran that and watched everybody around us pretty much catch double the fish of us, but we seemed to be finding the quality, so we were very fortunate. After that spot seemed to dry up, we moved to spot number 3, And then our first pass upgraded 3 of the fish immediately, and that was pretty much our day. That was our bag at that point. I think that was probably about 1 o'clock when we got them 3 upgrades, and we finished catching a ton of fish. I think we were somewhere in the range of 55, 60 fish total caught, but couldn't get another upgrade after that. Put us at 29 pounds and put us in great position to run today and try to duplicate that and hopefully hold our own up there in the top 10.
Well, traditionally in the Detroit River, you either handline or jig. And I do love jigging. I absolutely love fishing with a spinning rod. But we found a bite out here in the mouth where there's some slack current that kind of meets the current where the fish set up good, where it's better to troll them. We can do it with 6 lines. Now with Canada, we can have 2 rods per person. So with 3 guys in the boat, we can troll 6 rods. We can cover a lot more ground quickly with it. And these fish are setting up perfectly as they're coming into the river and out of the river. So we're getting pre and post spawn, more post than pre, but it's pretty effective so far.
Fish on middle board, Roy side. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Good pull, too.
MWT.
That is a very good pull.
Feels like a good fish, guys.
Excellent. I'm ready. Bring it home. Either we got another one on or that fish just grabbed that board.
We're kind of covering the water column to begin with. These fish are moving up and down a little bit. They're not stuck to the bottom like river fish. These are suspended fish, so we are going top to bottom and trying to figure them out this morning. Yesterday it was a very high bite. We are using a lot of Bandits and Bill Lewis PWCs and a lot of JT custom colors. That seems to be the hot ticket for us.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm Phil Lester. This is stop number 2 of the MWT on Detroit River, day 2. Day 1 we did all right. Caught 4 of our 5 fish were pre-spawn. Ended with 24.05 pounds. So we're right in the middle, 51st place. We're starting off the morning, we got some slightly stained water. Fishing shallow, 6 to 10 feet. The sun gets up, we'll be moving to muddier water. And we're gonna catch a few and hope they're the right ones. Fish. Mike and I have been fishing together about 10 years now. This is our second full-time year in the MWT. Last year we started and we had a goal of making the championship, and we fell just short of that and 43rd overall, and had a horrendous start to this year in Saginaw. We didn't catch a fish in that muddy water up there, but yeah, we're gonna keep going at it. We got Au Gray and Alpina coming up later on in the summer.
Yeah.
Another good one. Yes. I just threw that color on. It was on there for about 10 seconds.
What?
It's like a pink purple.
All right, my name's Mike Budkin. This is day 2 MWT Detroit River. Second time fishing the MWT for the full season. You know, we're hoping to move up a few spots today. Jigging, trying some different colors. A little spot we found yesterday, kind of on the south part of the river. You know, we've been, like Phil mentioned earlier, him and I have been fishing for about 10 years together. We work together, so when we met at work, one of the first things we started talking about was fishing, you know, in the Detroit River. So we've hit every spot, St. Clair, Lake Erie, Lake Huron, you know, everywhere around Michigan. We fish together. He's super passionate about it like I am. We got my brother to join the team this year, and we're excited. Hopefully we can make the championship, you know, and tear these things up. So it's a lot of fun.
We have 5 fish in the box. We started this morning out, we planned on jigging. We had some technical difficulties, so we had to call an audible. So we came out to our secondary spot and started trolling. Started picking them up pretty decent, and it's kind of slowed down a little bit, but we did notice the watercolor change. So we're gonna make another pass and we're gonna change all our baits up a little bit from what they was really working yesterday to what we hope starts working today.
We're at 5. That's a good fish. Best one we got so far, I'm pretty sure.
It's an upgrade.
I think we started fishing tournaments, especially the Michigan Walleye Tour. I think it's been about 11 years ago. The funnest part about it is, on a day that I would normally not go out, the conditions weren't quite right, I'd probably just stay home, wait for a better situation. In this, you have no choice. You go out, we fish. If the water is safe enough to get on the water, you go do it. And if the conditions are not ideal, you figure it out and you make it work. That's the best part of tournament fishing, in my opinion, is that challenge. You get out here and you've been out here for the last 3 days, the water clarity is really nice, the fish are hopping and biting, everything's feeling really good, and then all of a sudden tournament day, everything turns to mud. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna change? How are you gonna figure this out? And that part of figuring it out is the ultimate fun in it. And then succeeding in that is just icing on the cake, just makes it so much more fun. There it is. My gosh. I seriously thought that might have been an 18-incher.
It's probably an upgrade.
He did not fight me at all. Definitely an upgrade. He felt like nothing, like he's dead tired and didn't care.
Today, since we're trolling against the current, we're trying for about 1-3. We're fluctuating that between 1-1 and 1-3, see if we can get the bite to fire, but 1-3's been our hotter bite today. Going against the current, using the front trolling motor as basically our autopilot, and we're just assisting that a little bit with the kicker just to kind of help save battery and a little more control. Watching our lines, keeping an eye on the boats around us, see who's catching fish, and keeping an eye on the side scan, looking out for structure. We did find that we got into too much structure yesterday. We got a lot of pike, so trying to avoid that today. But
man, this has got to be better than I think. Wow, that feels good right there. Haven't felt a fish in so long, I don't know. This might be good.
I'll bring the net to you, Russ.
Feels hardy.
How many feet we got?
We got 25.
Nice.
That's not an upgrade. Another one.
Good call.
Another one.
Good call.
Get over there. I'll take care of this. Just getting ready to pull that out of the lineup, and he just catches a really nice upgrade.
Wait.
Day 2 was a fun day. We had our chance. We caught a few good fish, but we couldn't seal the deal today. It's very hard to double up. You know, back-to-back days is very difficult, and we had a great day 1 and day 2. That didn't happen for us this time, so we'll go to the next tournament and make it happen there.
Well, we've been just grinding out this spot here. It's the best color water we can find. It had been slow and we just popped 3 fish, 2-3 fish real quick. There's a fish right there. Need a net, motor's on. Oh, nice one. Oh, yes, that's a tank.
Yeah.
I'll take it off. Look at that, whole jig gone. Just hooked a good one. 1:30 in the afternoon. It's nice to put a new number 1 in the box and move them all and slide them all down. So we're slowly just keep upgrading a little at a time. We got to be in the low 20s right now. You know, close to what we did yesterday, 23, 24. I'm just guessing. I haven't taken a good look at the box, but that'd be my best guess, right around the 23 pounds.
Well, we just come across a little pot of them and kind of tore them up. We got 3 fish there real quick. We switched to purple, and that seemed to work for us. We had 1 throwback, but we just upgraded 2. I got a nice one, post-spawn female. So we're going to keep hitting this spot. We're not leaving again. We just got to keep stacking them up here.
We're going to push up one last time, see if we can locate one more upgrade before we got to head in. We got to be back at 420. So we're not gonna waste any time and get after it.
Last line coming in. That's it. All done.
Not a bad day.
Ooh, hang on a second. Had 24 yesterday. We need a big basket to get to the lead. We're going to see decent basket and jumping back up there. 30.43. That's a great basket. They're moving 54. You betcha. Round of applause. 54.33. Going to put you guys in fifth place right now. Great fish. You want to say hi to? Hi, Mom. That's right. Always say hi to Mom no matter what. Anytime you got a microphone or camera, you always say hi, Mom. Okay. All right, buddy. We'll see you back up here in a couple years. Finish the weather. Thanks, Robbie. Good seeing you, Mike. All right, there's the next generation right there. Well, the second stop of the Michigan Walleye Tour 2024 season is over here at the Detroit River, and it was a fantastic tournament with lots of twists and turns. You know, the weather again played a huge part in what was happening. Lots of different wind directions, different wind speeds, moving the clear water, dirty water around. The anglers had to adjust. Almost 1,500 fish came to the scale for 150 teams, and about 6,100 pounds of walleye. So it was a fantastic tournament. Never broke that 10-pound mark. Big fish on day 2 was the big fish of the tournament, about 9.61, and our winners had just over 60 pounds of fish. You know, the key for them was finding dirty water, and they pulled wire or hand lined in that dirty water. Finding shallow fish, which is a key. It's been key 2 tournaments now. I think folks need to understand that rivers in the springtime, shallow water is the key for big fish, and that's what our winning team keyed on. Hand lining in water shallower than 12 feet that had a lot of color to it to give those fish some security. They need 29.86 to take the lead. 31.30. There's your new leaders. Grab those fish, head right over there. Way to go, Mikey. Great job, bud. All right, Captain Lance Valentine here. We are here with our winners, Detroit River Michigan Walleye Tour, stop number 2 of 2024. I've got James Spire, Chris Newland, and Nick Campbell. First of all, congratulations, guys, on a great victory.
Thank you.
So lots of things happened this week. We had a lot of different wind, a lot of different water, a lot of different water color and clarity. Talk a little bit about how you kind of addressed those issues and kind of came to the pattern that you used to catch your winning fish.
Well, we were planning on the Canadian side getting muddy, so and we knew the bigger fish were going to be over there. So, but we were kind of worried. So we actually fished Canadian waters and American waters just in case that it got totally blown out. And actually, where we ended up finding our fish, we got really lucky because we were actually going to go fish the border at the mouth of the lake. And we got word that it was really muddy and nasty down there, so we turned around and I'm like, well, let's just start a low drift on the Canadian side. And we started hand lining, and man, it was just pop, pop, pop. And that first drift, we ended up yesterday catching an 8 something, and then today we got a 9, and it was remarkable.
So was the dirty water the genesis of let's go hand lining, or were you guys planning on hand lining all the time, just looking for the right water to
We
hand line
started
in?
jigging first day, and it was just like, we didn't like it. We didn't like the watercolor. We jumped around. We actually drove 23 gallons worth of fuel somewheres. I don't even know where we went. And we ended up coming back to the same spot, and we're like, all right, we got a hand line. And we started pulling wire, and it was just came on from there, and we never stopped pulling wire, and we pulled boards too. So yesterday we caught quite a few fish pulling boards. Today was a little slower for us, but the hand lining really went good today.
So pulling wire, kind of a technique that developed down here at Detroit River, St. Clair River years and decades ago, actually, right? Long time ago. How do you become proficient at that? Is that something you learned as a kid? Is it something you just picked up as a tournament angler? How long have you been hand lining?
I started hand lining maybe 2 years ago, and I enjoyed it. And like every time we go out, we, hey, if it's hand lineable, let's just give it a shot and go for it. So, and some days it's boring and it doesn't work, and some days it's on fire and it's a blast.
And you won big fish today. 3rd place big fish yesterday, so those obviously helped.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations on your first win, guys. Really happy for you.
Thank you.
You guys have been doing this a lot. Good to see you. Thank you for fishing with us. Congratulations again. Enjoy this victory.
Thanks, Lance.